I even find out about the pregnancy in the first place? Look, see, I think that girl is very desperate, and I think you should do everything that you can in your power to make sure that you are not forced into a marriage that you do not want. Yes. I don't understand.
All right, let's get started. What else will join us when they can. All right. Hello, are you there? Hello. Hello, are you there? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Okay. So now, vocal harmony in 4 simple steps. So I'm just going to be very brief because I want to deal on the practical side of it. So we're going to take a song, then use these 4 steps to come up with the harmony for the song. So various questions that we may have regarding vocal harmonies. Sorry. Various questions like where do I start? How do I go on? Right? These are questions that you may have. These are questions that you may have. Where do I start from? How do I continue? Is one of the some of the questions that people ask. So I'm just going to move on. All right. So again, who I am, vocal coach, director at SingPro Music Academy, with 12 years of experience, teaching experience, author of Effective Singing. So in the year 2013, it's supposed to be 2013. So I wrote a book titled Effective Singing, and also I've also created a lot of digital courses on vocal technique, vocal harmony, vocal styling, sing on page, all available on Udemy. And I'm a music director of over 18 years at different churches. Then also I'm a vocal student of Greg and Request, a very renowned vocal coach. And I am a certified vocal teacher at Modern Vocal Training, level 2 actually. Then I'm currently studying at Prof T. Alright, so here are my certificates from Modern Vocal Training. Alright, so now let's go into the course. Now, definition of term. What do we mean by vocal harmony? When we say vocal harmony, what do we mean by vocal harmony? It refers to a pleasing combination of 2 or more sounds held simultaneously. Vocal harmony. This is vocal harmony. Okay, let me remove that. That is vocal harmony. That is vocal harmony. So when can you hear the piano? So I'm sure.
I can hear it, sir.
All right, okay. So this is vocal harmony. 2 notes. Then it could be 3. This is 3, but we can say a dyad. Together, vocal harmony. Okay, this is harmony, but when you sing, then it becomes vocal. So this is a chord, a triad chord. So I said, simply put, it's singing a chord. So when one voice sings, another voice sings this, another voice sings this. There's vocal harmony. So what is melody? There's no harmony without melody. They are basically 3 elements of music. It's the harmony, the melody, the harmony, and the rhythm. 3 basic elements. So there's no harmony without melody. So the melody plays a significant role on what harmony will become. Now, melody is a pleasing series of notes that forms the main part of a song. it is the main tune you will use. Mary had a little lamb, twinkle, twinkle, little star. I love you, Lord. The normal tone that you will use is called melody. Alright? Alright, so 4 steps. First step for tight harmony. So there are different type of harmony, but this is a tight harmony. It means that the voices are close together. They are not separated, but they are close. So that's what tight harmony means. So step 1 is to sing the melody. Find who sings the melody and the harmony. That's step 1. So when you hear a melody, try to sing it. Then you now determine who should sing the melody and who should sing the harmony part. You have to settle this for you to be able to arrange your harmonies. Very, very important. Step 1 is to sing the melody, find who sings the melody and who will have the harmony. Then step 2 is find the starting harmony notes. The way to do that is to consider the first note and find the interval or chord. Okay? And very importantly, in a way, the first thing to do is to find the chord, right? But we're trying to be to create harmony by ear. So because it's going to be by ear, our focus will be the first note, right? Find a note that will harmonize the first note. And the way to do it is there are various intervals that works for this. So we're going to use various intervals for this. Step 3, listen to the direction of the melody. Again, the melody is very important. Now, step 4 is to follow the direction of the melody. There are various steps, there are various movements that you can use. So as we go on, you're going to find out the various movements. Alright, so now step 1. Step 1, sing the melody. Before harmonizing, you must first decide who has the melody. You must first decide who has the melody. Decide who has the melody. You determine that by preferred choice. So you might want to say every time, every song that I want to do, I want the soprano to always sing the melody. That's your preferred choice. Or you can use the range or the key of the song. So if it's very high, if the notes in the song they are very high, you want to put it in the soprano. If it's low, you want to put it in the tenor. Then if it's a mid-range song, you want to put it in the alto. So that can determine who has the melody and who has the melody. All right. Next. So who sings the harmony? Once you know who sings the melody, it's easier to then define who sings the harmony. Remember, we're talking about the first step, which is sing the melody, singing the melody. The first step is to sing the melody. All right. So if the soprano has the melody, alto and tenor sings the harmony below. If soprano has the melody, alto and tenor sings the harmony below. This is soprano, this is alto, and this is tenor. Alto first before tenor. All right. Now, if alto has the melody, then soprano should be here, and then tenor be here, right? In terms of range, very, very, very important. Okay. All right. Let's move on. So if tenor also have the melody, you're going to have soprano, alto as the next, and then soprano. So you're going to have two harmony above if tenor has the melody. So that is how it is arranged. First, you know who sings the melody, because in knowing who sings the melody, you are able to now define or ascertain who should sing the harmony part. Hope that's clear. Now, step 2 is to find the starting harmony notes. And the way to do this is, now there's an ascending and there's a descending note. So the way to do this is we can use intervals. We can use intervals. And the intervals are not stated there. right? The songs. We can use song recognition to know this interval. So there are basically three intervals: the minor third, major third, perfect fourth. Minor third, major third, perfect fourth. And one song that we can use to remember the minor third is What Child Is This? What child is this? What child? What child? What child? So if, for instance, the melody is in the words, the harmony will be in child. So, what child? Did you see? Did you hear? Child. So we are creating the harmony with a minor third, and we're using the song What Child Is This as interval recognition. So there are a lot of songs also in the course that you can use. There's another song you can use for the descending. All right. Now, how this work is this. Now, every time you harmonize a song, it's either of these three. You use either. So it's not like every time you harmonize a song, it's going to be a minor third. Sometimes it's a minor third, sometimes it's a major third. So the way to see or to know which one to use is to try. That is why the first step in learning vocal harmony is to attempt. Always know that it's attempting. You are attempting it, right? You might not get it out the first time, but you just attempt. So the first thing, so this is like a map for you to use. So you're going to start with minor third. Let's say the song that we're going to sing today is Twinkle Twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. Now if we use a minor third, watch out. So I know twing is a minor third. Twinkle, 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 twinkle. That may not work very well, right? But what am I trying to do? I'm trying to attempt and see if it will work. All right? That's the first part. You have to attempt it. It's first attempting it. It's experimental. All right? Now, when you see that you cannot follow through with it, then you know, oh, that interval is not going to work. Then you try the next interval. But if you also know chords, if you can do do, mi, so, mi, do, do, mi, so, mi, do. So if you also know do, mi, so, mi, do, like if the part is twinkle, you can then go to mi. Twinkle, 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 and then you follow through. If it works, fine. If it doesn't work, then you have to change it. So basically, the major third is either the major third or the minor third, right? Both of these will work. It's either the major third or the minor third. It could be one of these. So just know that in your mind. So a song for you to learn or to remember the major third will be Glory, honor, power, majesty, glory. So if your song is twinkle, twinkle, then from that first note you can say go twinkle, twinkle, glory. Then the harmony note should be or could be twing, twing, twing. So that is how to find the interval. All right, using the song. So it gives you that. So instead of you being like confused on where should I start from, where should I put the harmony. So this interval is experimental. You can then use it, right? It comes very handy. All right, and the other one is a perfect fourth. Now I said something about descending and ascending, so I'm just only mentioning the ascending order. I'm not mentioning the descending order. So, but for the perfect fourth, I'm going to also give you the ascending. So, a perfect song for perfect fourths, perfect song for perfect fourth, will be Amazing Grace. Amazing grace. So the first two notes, amaze, is a perfect fourth. Then the descending of a perfect fourth is, oh come on, oh come on. Then amaze, or we can say, oh come, oh come, oh come on, oh come on, oh come on, amaze. Right? You can use that to find. Again, the same principle applies. Same principle applies. So if the harmony is, so put the melody in the first note, and then the next note is the harmony. So that's how the interval song works. So put it in the melody. Twing. Then now to find the harmony is the other part of the Amazing Grace. Amaze, amaze. So maze will be the harmony on top. Amaze, twinkle, twinkle, maze, twinkle. Together. So that's a perfect fourth. It may work, it may not work. Remember I said it's experimental. Alright, now practically the best approach to train your ear is to learn songs with harmony. So you can follow this route, or you can also follow the route whereby you learn lots of harmony songs. And if you do it enough, and it's not just about you singing in the choir. You have to study how it works, not just being taught. You have to pay attention to how it works. So if you pay attention for a long time, it stays. But if you don't pay attention to it and you just sing it because they are teaching you this is the harmony part of the song, you might not get it properly. So very importantly. So is there any question, anything on these that is not clear? Anything on these that is not clear?
I'm still fully trying to understand the major third, minor third, and perfect fourth.
Alright, like I said in the song, so first of all, I think for the second step, step 2, is to know where to put the harmony. Where to put the harmony, right? If you know where to put the harmony, right? This is the second step. This is not all that you need, but just know, for the objective of this second step is to know where to put the harmony. So, and the way to remember where to put it is through the song. What child is this? So in the course, in the full harmony course, you practice it on the scale. What child? What child? Another way to think about the minor third is to think of a minor chord. So a minor chord is La Do Mi, La Do Mi, La Do Mi. From La to Do is a minor third. From Do to Mi is a major third. So you can, that's minor chord solves both for you. So if, for instance, the melody, you want to try a minor third and see if a minor third will harmonize your melody. So we can do it like this. Make the melody, first of all, we want to try minor third. Make the melody La, and then make the harmony Do, and see if it goes, if it works. Twinkle, twinkle. Is that clear?
Okay, so if we're placing the harmony
On minor chord.
maybe those minor chord, you can use the minor chord to
Yes, you can
determine
use
where to put the harmony.
yes, you can use the minor chord. Again, remember what we're doing.
Okay.
We're trying to say where do we put this harmony? And we said there are basically three intervals. Basically three intervals. There is also unison. Sometimes the song we're going to do today, one of the parts will start in unison with the harmony, the melody. It will start with unison and then move separately. There's a reason why it's like that, because the song is jumpy. So, and certain parts cannot cross over another part. A lower part cannot cross over a higher part. So it starts in melody and then they move. All right. So we're saying, if for instance, let's say you are taking 3 steps. Inside these 2 steps, you're using 3 steps. So you want to find if minor chord will harmonize the song Twinkle Twinkle. So to find that, you can use a minor. If you cannot remember the song that I gave, if you can learn the minor chord, you can be able to find minor third and major fourth. If you cannot remember the song, minor third and major third. So if you cannot remember the fourth, I've told you that if you cannot remember the songs, so I've told you that the first 2 notes of the minor chord, which is La Do, will give you a minor third. Then this last 2 notes will give you a major third of the same chord. So you can use the chord approach, or you can use the song approach. So depending on you. So twinkle, you make the first note twinkle if you're experimenting on a minor third. The second note twinkle. So this is together. You have created a minor third. Now let's say that didn't work. Then you want to try a major third. So what you do is do mi. To get a major third, you're going to use do mi. You're not going to use la do. La do will give you minor. Do mi will give you major. So make the do the melody. Twinkle, make the mi the harmony. Twinkle. Is that clear? The objective of this second step is know where to start. So if we know that this is the objective, is that objective clear?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right. Are you sure it's clear? Are you? All right.
I not fully, but I think I'm still going to.
Yes. All right. So maybe
Well,
I should go.
understanding. Yes.
Yeah. So let's go through. Maybe you understand better. Now, step 3 is listen to the direction of the melody. So the song, again, I said we're going to use Twinkle Twinkle as the example. So it starts on the key of C. It starts on do do so so la so. So it goes do so so. It's not a small jump, it's a big jump. Do do so so is a big jump. Do to so is a big jump. And then it goes so do 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 so so la la. So for so to la, it's not that much of a jump. Twinkle twinkle little star. The last part of it is not much of a jump. Oh, I wonder what you are. So it means now it goes up and then it's now coming down. So this is what you're going to be studying the direction of the melody for. Now you're going to say, check how the jump is, right? You're going to determine with your ear the jump. Twinkle, twinkle. Oh, that's a big jump, right? So forget about what is on the screen. So I said on the screen there are 3 types of movements. Steps, when you move to the next note by a small interval. Skip, larger than a step, and leap, larger than a skip. Alright? So, but for you, just use your ear to find twinkle, twinkle. Is that far? Is that too much? Is that a lot? It's a lot, right? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, go little, go little. Is that a big jump? And is it going higher? I mean, is it ascending or is it descending? So these are things you should ask yourself while you're listening to the direction of the melody, because it's going to be important for you when you start doing the harmony, because this direction will help you to follow up with your harmony. If you don't know the direction the song is going, you might be stuck. All right, so I think that's very, very clear. Just listen to the harmony direction. All right, the next step is to follow the direction of the melody. So again, there's a mark for you. There are various movements you can use. There are 4. Parallel. Now, moving same direction and same interval as the melody. Now, if you're singing by ear, you will not be able to determine whether it is the same interval, except you are trained. But what you can do is you can determine with your ear, basically, if it is moving up, if it is moving down. That's what you can do with your ear. So parallel movement is they move in the same direction with the same interval or the same distance. Similar is moving in the same direction. So basically, you're going to be looking at or listening for the direction. Move in the same direction as the melody. Basic harmony moves in the same direction as the melody. Then the oblique, it stays the same even when the melody moves. Even when the melody moves, oblique movement stays the same. So in case you try to move in the same direction with the melody and you see it didn't work, try to stay in that same previous note and see if it will work. So that's a trick for you. Contrary motion is moving in the opposite direction, which is very, very tricky. So, but basically the 2 things you can determine, or the 3 major things you can do, because even though you cannot tell the interval by ear, but you will definitely not skip a parallel movement. You will definitely not skip a similar movement. Neither would you skip an oblique, right? So I want you to add oblique movement to as you follow the direction of the melody. And I said, when should you use it? If you find out that if you move with the melody and it didn't work, why not try to stay with that same note, previous notes, repeat it again and see if it will work. Repeat it again and see if it works. And sometimes the melody may stay the same, but you may have the urge to move your harmony part. So it can work that way. All right, so I'm just telling you the other side of the story. But basically, follow the direction of the melody. If the melody goes up, go up. If it comes down, come down. Basically. So is this step clear? Step 4. Is it clear? Because we want to go into the practical now.
Yes, sir. Step 4 is. Yeah.
All right. All right. So now let's use the Tinkle Tinkle Little Star. Let's analyze it. So we see that the one on red is a melody. So it's do, 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 so, so, la, so. And we can see the melody part, the harmony. So, so, do, do, re, re, do. We see that they are basically following the same direction. So the first time is a parallel, the second time is similar, the third time, how many am I putting there? Oh, there's a mistake here. Okay, there's no mistake. All right, the first time is a parallel, the second time similar, and then a parallel, and then similar. So you see that basically what I used in the song is mainly parallel and similar. So simply move in the direction of the melody. Simply move in the direction of the melody. All right. So now the first part is the melody is do, do, so, so, la, so. Now this is I will say this part should be in the soprano. Now the reason why I said so is because if you sing do, do, so, so, we're going back now again to step 1, right? So I'm trying to explain the final result. So if we go do, do, it's pretty low, but then it jumps to so, so, right? We cannot say that's the tenor part. We can say it an alto part, but it's safe because of the arrangement of the song. It's safe to say this is soprano part because of the arrangement of the song. So we'll say let the soprano have the melody, and then let's find the harmony part. Now, if you do do, do, so, so, and we say, okay, this is do, and let's use a perfect fourth to harmonize that. Perfect fourth. Because if you're saying do, mi, so, right? The next note on the do, mi, so, if you're doing it below, if this is soprano, as a higher voice, you cannot sing mi as tenor or as alto on the top. You cannot sing this mi as alto. No. It means you're gonna go below. So that means it's a saw. You're gonna bring the saw down. So do. How do I know that it's a saw I'm gonna bring down? If we do do ti la so, we're gonna get the saw first. Fa mi before we get to mi. So we're gonna use a perfect fourth. Oh come on. So that's gonna blend. So let's see if that works. Now, if we say this is what it's going to be, right? Do, do, so, so. So, so, do, do. If we do that, what is the tenor going to sing? If we say, let tenor sing the mi. So where is it going to go? Is it going to go mi, mi, so, so? You see, that's a problem there. Mi, mi, so, so. It means, therefore, that if tenor, look at this part. The melody is singing so, so. Then, if tenor goes mi, mi, so, so, it's correct. But then, it means, therefore, that they are now singing the same notes. Same note. You can make that work. But what if I don't want to make it work? I don't want that. I don't want the texture of it. So this is where your own creativity comes in, right? So it feels like there's a clash. So it goes. You see, there's no difference because the same note. It goes from mi, mi, and do. It becomes like one voice. So if this is something you're okay with, it's fine. But if it's not something you're okay with, so that's why I had to make the adjustment. I said, okay, now instead of alto singing the saw, let alto start in unison with a soprano and then move to a part. And then tenor will sing the saw, which is like a perfect fourth to this. So I'm starting the harmony with just a perfect fourth and a unison. Perfect fourth and unison. The interval is unison or perfect fourth. Okay? So unison means they are singing the same note. So alto and soprano starts in the same note. Twinkle, twinkle. So they separate from the rest part. Little stars. So that's how it goes. So tenor part, the alto part is this is the alto part. Then the soprano part is.
I can't hear the keyboard.
What about now? What about
Still
now?
not hearing it. No, still not hearing it.
I thought you were hearing it before.
I was hearing it before initially, but I just discovered now that I'm not hearing it.
Oh, that means I've been. Can you hear it?
Yes.
Can you hear it now?
Yes, I can hear it now.
All right. So again, I'm gonna go. I don't know if but I'll just assume that you understood what I was saying before. So now, based on that logic that if I say me for tenor, they're going to sing unison on top, which is going to mean it's like one voice, but just on different octave. I don't want that. But you may decide to do that. But the problem with that is, if you do mi, mi, so, so, are you going to continue with the so? Where are you going to go to? Right? Where are you going to go to from there? Because you cannot go to, if you go la, la, it's going to be problematic. Or are you going to go? Of course, that may work. Twinkle, twinkle, little stars. It's part of the chord. Twinkle, twinkle, little stars. So I think maybe this is what we're going to do. Though I didn't try it, but I just felt I don't want that. So I had to start unison. So maybe you, in your own attempt of Twinkle, Twinkle, you can decide to sing Twinkle, twinkle, little star. But the problem is that with that is the melody is going la, so, so, la, la, but you're not going contrary motion. That's what you're doing. It's going, but you're not going. You're going downward while the melody is going higher. It's ascending. So that may lead to a lot of problems. But you can try it. You can experiment with that. But what I've decided to do is, I want tenor to sing the perfect fourth, descending perfect fourth. So alto and soprano sings the do, then splits on the third note, from the third note. So it goes do, do, so, so, la, so, fa, fa, mi, mi, re, re, do, as the melody, which is the soprano part, and then the alto sing do, do, twinkle, twinkle, little star, I wonder what you are. And then tenor sings twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now let's hear how that sounds like. Let's hear it. So far, is this something that you understand? Do you understand it? Again, it's experiment.
I think so far I understand majorly the direction, following the direction of melody.
So, but where to start? Where to start? You just try. Just try to sing something. You can say me, you can say so, you want to sing me above it, or you want to sing the so. But sometimes singing the so may be too far, all right? So basically what you can do is sing the me above the melody, and again, it's tricky that what is above could be a minor or a major third, right? So that's the trick. So again, you can use the chord la, do, mi. La, do is minor third, do, mi is major third, and then you can always remember oh come is a perfect fourth. Put the first note as your melody and then start your harmony on the second note. Simple as that. Just know the song and attempt it. Try to put it that way. All right, so here is a recording of Twinkle Twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle, little stars, I wonder what you are. One more time, I'm gonna play. Twinkle, twinkle, little stars, I wonder what you are. So, how was that? Do you hear it?
No, yes, I heard it. That was very nice.
Yeah. So it's basically the same principle, 4 parts. And And if you know how to, if you know your notes, piano note, you can write it down. What I do is sometimes it might be tricky for my ear. I'm not able to get it, right? What I do is just pick out the notes, write out the harmony in solfas. Do, mi, sol, do, So the solfa notation is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Write it in solfas. The first thing is to know which key you're singing in, and that will determine whether it's a do, whether it's a mi, it's a blah, 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 in writing out the solfas. Then when you write out the solfas, then experiment. Do I want to start in a minor third? Do I want to start a major third? Now, but basically, if the notes that you're starting with is a major chord, if you're starting with a major chord, you're most likely, and if the first note is a do, so there's a trick here. If the first note is a do, just know that the harmony should be a major third. Should be a major third. So mi is a major third. But if the melody is in the mi, just know that above, the harmony above will be so, and that's a minor third. So again, this is the way to think about it. If the note of the melody is a do, then major third will work. If it's a mi on a major chord, then the minor third will work above. And then the major third will work below. If it is a mi, the major third will work below, the minor third will work above. If, for instance, it's a saw on the major chord, and you want to have one note above, then a perfect fourth will work, because it's going to be saw, do, saw, do. Yes, perfect fourth. If it's a saw, a perfect fourth will work above. If it is a saw, a perfect fourth will work, and then a minor third will work below. It's tricky. Minor, if again, I'll come again, write it down. If the melody on a major chord, again, the emphasis is on a major chord. So if you're starting the song with a major chord, do, mi, so is what makes up the major chord. If the melody is do, it means therefore that you are going to have mi as the harmony and so as the harmony. So you're going to sing the harmony on mi, and then you're going to sing the below harmony, assuming that alto is the melody. So remember the arrangement, we talked about the arrangement. So assuming alto is the melody do, so mi is going to be soprano, tenor is going to sing so below. So below there is a perfect fourth, above is a major third. Now, if the melody is a mi, then you will know that below is a do, assuming that the alto has the melody. So I think the way to really approach it is to always think of harmony above and harmony below. The reason for this is, if you're able to find the harmony below, let's say, like we did, let's say, like we did before, use your mic. Let's say, as we did before, twinkle, twinkle. If we are able to find it this way, we are able to find the descending harmony or the harmony below the melody, which is so. If we decide to change who has the melody, right? Now, by this arrangement, do, do, we say soprano. If we're doing the do, do, and so arrangement, if we're doing this do, do, and so arrangement, it therefore means that, and we say the soprano, it has the melody. So we're going to have soprano, do, alto, do, and then tenor, so. But if we want to change it and say, all right, let alto has the melody. Let alto have the melody. Then soprano is going to sing so above, the same so. So it's not going to change. The note is not going to change, but the range or the starting point is going to change. So instead of doing the so, we're going to do this one. So you see, if you get the harmony below and the harmony above, Nothing changed. You just move. When you change who has the melody, then reschedule or reshuffle the harmony where the placement will be. I don't know if you understand. So if you put the harmony now in the soprano and say let the alto sing the melody, soprano is going to sing higher harmony. So soprano is going to sing so, tenor and alto is going to start on the do, but tenor is going to sing do do mi mi, while soprano alto is going to sing do do so so. Soprano goes ahead to sing so so do do. Right? So the basic way to start is think of harmony above, harmony below. Always put the harmony in the middle. So this helps you to arrange. It helps you to easily find the harmony part. Once you find it, then you can now rearrange who has the melody. Once you rearrange who has the melody, then put all in hierarchy, knowing that the soprano will always be the highest, and then the alto, and then the tenor. Is this understood? Is this clear? I know Philomena, we will not get it because you didn't start from the beginning. Destiny, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So, if
the soprano is singing the melody, sorry, sir. If the soprano is singing the melody, not to ask.
Come again.
Soprano is singing the melody.
Yeah.
That means the alto and tenor has to sing low.
Yes, has to sing low because you cannot sing higher than the alto soprano. So if alto is singing the melody, soprano has to be higher. It has to get one note higher. The next note preferably, or yeah, possibly the next note higher. So again, if for instance our melody is in do, mi will be sung by soprano, sol will be sung by tenor, which is the lower one. If, and I said if it's in do, if the melody is in do, just know that a major third will walk above, then a perfect fourth will walk below. Trick, write that down. If the melody is in mi, just know that on a major chord, just know that a minor third will walk above, a major third will walk below. Then if it is sol, the melody is in sol, a perfect fourth will walk above, which is amen, and then a minor third will walk below. So a song for minor third is Hey Jude, don't make it bad, sing a sad song. Hey Jude, tweet, tweet. Together, it gives you that harmony that you're looking for. So basically, that is how it is. So for the purpose of the latecomer, let me. So the focus. Twinkle, twinkle, little stars, I wonder what you are. All right, so that's what we're focusing. So based on all the steps we have discussed, this is what we have come up with. All right, so here's your assignment. Any question before we do the assignment? So Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, harmonize following the steps. So melody, we have upper harmony and lower harmony. Always use this format. Use this format to find them. Once you have all the part laid out, then you can now arrange it later to put the harmony or the melody wherever you want to. But maintaining the fact that soprano will always be higher, followed by alto, and then by tenor. All right, so the assignment is 1. Attempt Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Attempt it, just attempt. If you can do 2 parts, that's fine. If you can do 1, that's fine. Attempt it. And then, also the second assignment is, which is a major assignment anyways, is Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Find the harmony above. Put the melody in the center. Find the harmony above and then below. So let me give you a trick to start with. Now, Mary had on the key of C. Let's see which note has the melody. Is it Do, Mi, or So? This is Do. Which has the melody? What do you think has the melody? Is it the Do, is it the Mi, or is it So? Going by Mary had a little lamb. This is the chord. Try to sing the song. The first note. Find the first note. Where is the note? Is it Do? Tell me. Is that? Hello? Hear it again. Mary had a little lamb. First thing you want to do is to sing it on this chord. Try to sing it on this chord. Once you sing, find the first note. Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Philomena. Alright. Destiny. Yes, where is it? Are you all there? Are you there? Where is the melody? Is it Do? Is it Mi? Is it So?
I think the melody is on Do.
Okay, but it's actually, if you do Do, it's Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. If you do that, that's how it's going to sound, but that's not the melody. Mary had a little lamb is the melody. So Mary is on the Mi. So now, trick for you now, I want to give you cheat to know where to start your harmony from. Your harmony, yes. So you're going to sing it on Mi. Then a minor third above will give you the soprano part. Then a major third below will give you the tenor part. So tenor is singing Do, soprano is singing So, So, then the melody is in Mi. Now remember, once you know this note, well, the next step is to follow the direction of the melody. Study the melody direction and follow it. Study and follow. So that is the assignment. So tomorrow I'll be on TikTok. I'll be doing the TikTok live. So I'll send you, you can send me a message. Or if you're not on the WhatsApp group, please reply the email that you... Philomena, are you on the WhatsApp group? Let's just do that, right? So, she's not there. So this is what you do. So how do you practice these things? If you have iPhone, download Acapella Maker. The first thing is to record the melody and then play it. As you're playing, you're recording again the harmony part. If you have a laptop, you can use Audacity. It's a free web software. Or if you are an Android user, you can look for Loopify. You can check the screen. The spelling is there. Loopify. So learn how to use it. And submit it tomorrow. Submit it on the WhatsApp group. And try to come live on TikTok tomorrow. Maybe you sing the part. Is it clear? So any questions so far? I want to end this. All right. Any question? So you can see on your screen 7 days choir class. 7 days choir class. I'm planning it. I don't know if it will be possible this year. I don't know. But in the 7 days choir class, I'm going to teach you 9 songs for your carol for December. And these 9 songs, or you're going to have access to 9 songs for your carol. These 9 songs, I'm going to tell you the key to use and the harmony part of each of the song. So it's just for you to get the recording. I'll give you the audio. Just get it and play it for your choir. So you also go and learn these parts, then come together and fuse them together. So I'm planning it. I don't know if it will be possible this year, but it depends on the response that I get, right? So 9 songs for your carol. This maybe it might not be up to 9, but I'm going to try to get it to 9. Now, the songs might not be a popular song because, okay, I will just do a popular song. But even though I know that some songs, your carol song should not celebrate the season, it should celebrate Jesus Christ. So, Silent Night, Holy Night, all of these are celebrating the season. They're not celebrating Jesus. So, but for the sake of generality, I'm going to do the popular carol songs. So 9 songs with parts that you can teach your choir. So question before we call this a day. Question. And also comment on what I just said. Is this something you'd be interested in? It's not going to be a free class because it takes time to to record. It takes a lot of work to record and edit. So talk to me about the class. Is there any question that you have before or after the class? Any question? If no question, say no question. Thank you. Let me stop sharing.
No questions yet, sir.
All right. You can always ask the question. Yes, you can always ask. Once you start attempting it, again, harmony is not something you just hear it and just feel it. You attempt. The more you do it, the more you try, the more your ear is built into it. That's how it works. So if you're doing the exercise and you have you can start with the Mary Have a Little Lamb and then try the Twinkle Twinkle as extras. If you now encounter any issue, you can always get back, ask question, right? But it's always attention, yeah. All right. So if there's no question, Philomena, do you have any question? So if there's no question, we'll call it a day. Now, after the submission, I will also send you the Mary Have a Little Lamb, the actual recording, so you can correct yourself and see. Again, there's no fast hard rule for harmony. If you sound right, it's right. If you maintain the hierarchy, it's right, and it sounds right, it's right. So it's only classical music that have a lot of rules. Don't do the parallel fifth, blah blah blah, all of those things. But contemporary harmony is just a straight way. If it's nice, it's nice. Your audience do not want to hear, do not want to say, that's off, that's. I mean, they are not concerned about how you did it. They are concerned about how it sounds, right? Maintain the hierarchy. Make sure every voice is singing within their range. And if it sounds well, good, and there's no off, it's right. All right, take care and see you tomorrow, same time.
All right, sir.
Good night. All right.